Hello, good morning. I hope you're all doing well. I had said last night during the show that I expected today was going to be a rather busy news day, and there wasn't really anything in particular, no single thing that I was pointing out that I thought was going to be a concern. It was a culmination of things. There are a lot of things that seem to be coming to a head, and just like a pimple, at some point they're going to pop. And I think we are getting very close to several different situations that is getting ready to pop. But I want to focus on one particular story. But before we get into it, we'll just kind of jump through, and I'll give you an idea of what's going on today. Nord Stream 2 to halt gas supplies to the EU. So now they're talking about just cutting it off, right? U.S. stocks off to worst start in over 50 years. That's pretty big news. Hold on for this one. I hope you're sitting down. COVID-19 may have originated in U.S. biolab. So there's plenty of news today, but this is what we're here to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. Numbers of Americans willing to take up arms against government is revealed. Holy cow. So let's get right on into the article. It says almost half of Americans feel like strangers in their own country, a new opinion poll has revealed. It also claims that the majority of people consider their government as a corrupt institution working against them, with more than a quarter saying it may be necessary to take up arms. The picture of public discontent was revealed by a poll published on Tuesday by the Institute of Politics of the University of Chicago. Two pollsters, one from each major party, surveyed 1,000 registered voters to study divisions in the country. The results showed a high level of dissatisfaction across political and ideological lines in the U.S. In total, 49% say they increasingly felt like strangers in their homeland, with the mood more prevalent among Republicans, independents, and conservatives. But even Democrats feel the alienation, with 40% agreeing that the sentiment to some degree. When asked if they considered the government corrupt and rigged against everyday people like me, 56% of respondents said they did. Democrats were the only group where the share of people who disagreed with the statement was slightly larger than those who agreed, by a 2 percentage point margin. The statement that it may be necessary at some point soon for citizens to take up arms against the government was supported by 28% of Americans, including 38% of conservatives, 36% of Republicans, 35% of independents, and 37% of those who have guns in their homes. That sounds like an interesting line of questioning, does it not? Let's see. Even among self-described soft Democrats, 19% said armed resistance may be necessary. While supporters of the major parties distrust their government, they don't like each other much either, the poll suggested. A resounding 73% of Republicans agreed that Democrats were bullies trying to impose their views on others. And 70% of Democrats are generally untruthful. When Democrats were asked the same two questions about Republicans, 74% and 69% of them agreed respectively. The divisions, however, are not yet at a point where people would prefer some form of segregation along political lines, the poll indicated. Americans are overwhelmingly fine with having people from the opposite camp marrying into their families, teaching their kids at school, or babysitting for them. I don't know about that. That's where I have to kind of start really questioning this study, because I'll tell you one thing. I don't think there's a whole lot of red team that trust a whole lot of blue team when it comes to their kids, okay? In fact, I think we are seeing a massive case of that right now, with all the homeschooling, with everything that's going on. I don't think that is necessarily true. I really don't think that conservatives are good with liberals raising their kids and teaching them the liberal ways. In fact, they've been speaking out pretty loudly about that in opposition. So anyway, it's a poll, though. It's something to kind of pay attention to. Don't latch on to it for all it's worth. I mean, it is a poll, And, just much like, scientific research, it's not really about the results, it's about who funds it. So, you know how that goes, right? Nothing new under the sun. So anyway, I'll leave the link to this article down in the description. We're off tonight, so we won't be seeing you until Sunday evening. I hope you have a blessed day, a blessed Shabbat, and Shalom.